There's a death row inmate who we've executed over a dozen times. He won't stay dead. Joseph Glass was executed for the first time on August 18, 1999, but the next morning he was inexplicably back in his prison cell, alive as ever. The execution was by the book, yet somehow one of the guards, Billy, was found dead in the morgue instead. Nobody, not even those present at the execution, could explain how they had strapped Billy to the electric chair instead of Glass. The prison covered up the incident, citing a heart attack, but internally, it was an unsolvable mystery that cost multiple officers, including the narrator and Warden Taft, their jobs. Months later, Glass was scheduled for another execution. This time, as the electric chair was activated, he remained completely unharmed, while the officer flipping the switch convulsed violently and died a gruesome death. The lights flickered, electrical panels exploded, and the entire facility experienced massive malfunctions. Government agents from an unknown department specializing in preternatural activity took over the case, and the narrator was called back to interrogate Glass. During the interrogation, Glass revealed that he wanted to die but was unable to. Something, an unseen entity, was preventing him from staying dead. When pressed further, he cryptically referred to the things standing behind you. At that moment, the narrator felt an invisible hand on his shoulder, freezing him in terror. When reviewing the security footage, there was no sign of anything behind him, yet he had felt its presence. Glass was sent to a government black site to be executed a third time, this time by hanging. While waiting for confirmation of Glass's death, Warden Taft opened up about why he had chosen a career in justice, a childhood case where a murdered woman had been forgotten by the system. However, Taft admitted that Glass had made him question the entire concept of justice. If someone so evil couldn't be punished, couldn't even die, then what kind of order did the world truly have? Before the execution could even take place, Taft was suddenly lifted into the air by an unseen force. It clawed at his throat, as if an invisible noose was strangling him. The narrator tried to save him, but when he pulled Taft down, the warden's neck snapped with a sickening crack. The other officers outside heard nothing. Now forced to stay in his job by the shadowy government agents, the narrator interrogated Glass one last time. Glass's eyes had become completely black, void-like. His voice had changed, now sounding ancient and inhuman. When asked why he murdered his victims, he chillingly replied that he did it simply to feel something again. He also revealed that he was older than the United States, older than any known empire. The story ends with the implication that Joseph Glass is not just a man, but something far older and far worse, something tied to a malevolent force that prevents him from ever truly dying.